अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ क्लास 7th। बात कर रहे थे हम इंटीजर्स की। इंटीजर्स फर्स्ट चैप्टर है आपकी मैथ्स टेक्स्ट बुक का। तो लास्ट वीडियो लेक्चर में हमने एक्सरसाइज 1.3 का क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 और 2 सॉल्व किया था। ओके, होप दैट यू हैव आल्सो प्रैक्टिस्ड at your home those two questions and other questions that we discussed so far. Okay, let's try to understand question number 3 and question number 4 of the same exercise. Okay, now question number 3 is for any integer a, what is negative 1 into a equal to? Okay, this is very simple to understand. So the question read is that कोई भी integer, say for example that integer is a can be 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, right? Okay, so what will it become if we multiply this integer with -1? Okay, so it will be simply negative that negative of that integer. So right, say for example a is equal to 7. If we multiply this with -1, so it will become simply -7, so -7, right? Okay, same is the case here. Okay, you can see here if we multiply this integer a with -1, okay, it will become negative in that integer. Okay, negative a, that means minus a. Okay, right. So this is the first part of question number 3. Now let's move to the second part. Okay, the second part is determine the integer whose product with -1 is. Okay, -22, 37, and C part is 0. So see what we have to do. See, the question reads, we have to find the integer whose product with -1 is equal to -2. The question reads that what is to be uh, multiplied with -1. Okay, what is to be multiplied with -1 so that we get -22. Okay, so simply what will we do? We will multiply these two, -22 into -1. We will get, okay, since you know that you have already discussed the rule that when the two integers they get the same sign and we intend to product them, the sign of the product will be positive, so it will be equal to 22, right? Okay, so that means this number here, it will be 22. Here it will be 22, right? Okay, so that means we can say that with this -1, 22 should be multiplied so that we can get -22. Okay, similarly, okay, let's find what should be multiplied with -1 so that we get 37. Okay, so we have to find what should be multiplied with -1 so that we get 37. So for that, let us multiply these two so that we can get this number. Okay, so 37 into -1, we get -37, right? -37. So the answer here is -37, right? Here 37. Okay, so the answer of this b part is so we -37, sorry, -37, right? So the answer of this is -37, right? Okay, then what should be multiplied with this -1 to get 0? What should be multiplied with -1 so that we get 0? Let's multiply these two. 0 into -1, that is equal to 0. So 0 should be multiplied with this. Okay, so the answer to this is 0. So you can see here second part of the question number 3, A part 22, okay, right, and B part minus 37, and C part 0, right. Okay, so this completes our third question. Let's move to another question, that is question number 4. Okay, this is question number 4. Question number 4 is starting from -1 multiplied by 5. Write various products showing some patterns to show -1 into -1 is equal to +1. तो यहाँ से हमने स्टार्ट करना है. सो मल्टीप्लाई करते हुए सो एक पैटर्न बनेगा, ठीक है ना, यहाँ तक -1 तक. सो हम इस तरह करेंगे, ये इस तरह -1 into 5 is equal to -5. -1 into 4 is equal to -4. -1 into 3 is equal to -3. -1 into 2 is equal to -2. -1 into 0 is equal to 0. -1 into -1 is equal to +1. See, so we had to multiply, okay, this starting from this minus starting from 5 up to -1. So we did that here. Okay, so a pattern of this number raised here. Okay, -1, -4, -2, minus. Okay, here we forgot one. -1 into 1 is equal to -1, right. -1, 0, and then finally 1. Okay, so one thing we can conclude here, that any number when multiplied with the negative integer, okay, this is negative integer, any positive integer when multiplied with the negative integer, that gives us the negative integer. When, okay, negative integer is multiplied with the negative integer, we get the positive integer. Okay, this is what we can conclude here. Okay, thus we can conclude that this pattern shows the product of one negative integer and one positive integer is negative, right, integer, whereas the product of two negative integer is a positive integer. Okay, this completes the question number 4. Tomorrow we will take question number 5. Okay. Okay, till then, Khuda Hafiz. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.